Child, Bravo need their ass whooped. Not you didn't give us a whole season of Kenya and Porsha and you left us with these baloney face Botox Barbies. Child, I cannot. But I loved. I love the episode. Welcome back, friend. Exactly. As y'all can see, I'm home. I made it back home. Yay. So we're going to talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Because at this point, I'm not sure who doing Andy Cohen's performance evaluations over there at Bravo, but he needs to get or they need to drug test him. We should have got a whole season of Porsha and Kenya being cute, shading the girls, and finally being friends. I don't know. And this is just me, or Drew is a liar. I'm sorry. Drew is a lying ass peppermint poodle. I don't I don't know, but Drew Sidora, you gonna pay for what Derwin did to girl Melanie. And this your season. Exactly. Anyway, we also gonna talk about the Wanda drama, child. Y'all DM me everything that was going on between her and Anthony Lofties and some other content creators. Her getting caught in a bed of lies, child. Exactly. So if I got time at the end of this video, I'll put the timestamps. We'll talk about it, okay? Exactly. So happy Monday, girl. I'm off today. So I'm living my best life. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like this video. Y'all know I'm trying to get to 14,000. As y'all can see, I found my flower. And because I saw Brit, was it Brit? No, Kelli on the opening scenes of Real Housewives of Atlanta with this on, I said, no, she didn't steal my flower. So I came to show y'all, friend. Anyway, so welcome back. Make sure you subscribe. Let's get into Real Housewives of Atlanta real quick. And then the whole then the Love and Marriage Huntsville shit if I have time. Shout out to everybody who bought a mug this weekend. Your orders will be out first thing in the morning. I'm packing them today, dropping them off tomorrow, girl. So I got you. Also, I want to show y'all the wine glasses. These are the seamless wine glasses. They have exactly on one side and then Hey Best Friend on the other. Later on tonight, we'll talk about Ready to Love and Married to Medicine, and I'll show y'all the t-shirts and the tumblers and stuff too. So thank you, friend. Exactly. I appreciate y'all support. Okay, let's talk about what happened. So we pick up where we left off. We still at Shamea party. We in her pretty ass room. And Shamea was like, no shit, I just heard on the streets, bitch, that you was walking up in the club with him with matching outfits on. And showed a picture and it looked like they was holding hands. You couldn't really tell though from the picture or whatever. Then you see Cynthia in a confessional like, I'm sorry, but I bet not see none of y'all hooking up with none of my ex-men. Not Leon, definitely not Leon fine ass. And not Peter Thomas. Sidebar, did y'all see Peter and Sheree together though? That's crazy that this just aired, and Cynthia, you just said that in your confessional, and Peter was just, I guess Sheree was at his restaurant or something. And he was like, yeah, baby this, yeah, baby that. And Sheree was looking, Sheree is a bottom feeder. For her to be so pretty, she act like a bottom feeder. Girl, I cannot. Anyway, child, y'all, I'm wearing this to Whole Foods. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Exactly. Anyway, so then Drew's like, okay, whatever, I'll clear this all up. She said, she talking to Porsha, she like, I told you that he was producing my album and we were working together. She said she was texting her or something like that. And then they chimed in like, that ain't something that you just text somebody. And I'm right here, girl, we do business together and everything. Why would you text me some shit like you gonna be working with my baby daddy and he gonna be filming with you? Anyway, so Porsha was like, whatever, bitch, you lying. She said, no, because I seen a picture of Drew and she looked washed up. And everybody was like, damn, Porsha, why you shade her like that? And they showed the picture. And Drew gonna say, I ain't have on no makeup. And I think Brit was like, I don't know, I look good when I ain't got no makeup. Like, bitch, we all don't look washed up when we ain't got no makeup. As a matter of fact, I don't either. My skin be shiny as hell. As y'all can see, my skin already be shiny as fuck. Girl, anyway. So Porsha was like, that's a great story, but she looked washed. Drew, you should have checked Porsha because Porsha was on your fucking neck. Porsha was right up in here with it, child. Anyway, so She said Drew didn't tell her that. She said that they were making music or whatever. She said Dennis might have mentioned it and she went on about her day and was cooking and shit. So it's given very vague whether or not they straight up told Porsha, or maybe they told Porsha. And you know how Porsha is. She's so aloof sometimes. Maybe she just didn't pay it no mind. Porsha didn't get fucked up until she found out they were filming together. And I think that was the whole tea. And I think that's what's going on over everybody's head. Regardless of whether or not Drew is working with Dennis, her whole thing is you filming with my man. So I don't want no shady comments. I don't want the rumors. I don't want the drama. Porsha already had her storyline, which is the whole Simon shit. And even if she wanted to use Dennis as a storyline, so it ain't the first time. It makes for good TV, as y'all can see. Even on Porsha Family Matters, Dennis was checking a dog. Player P can only get checked the correct way by Dennis. I'm sorry. So for the folks, like I said this on my other video or whatever. For the folks like, this Porsha Karma, this is Porsha Karma, I don't give a fuck about none of that. All of the girls said the same thing. Don't come on her filming with my ex-man. I don't care if you do want to work with him, which that was fugazi in itself, because everybody, like, all of the producers, the Jazzy Faze, the Jermaine Dupri, I think Metro Boomin down there. Shout out to my St. Louis girlies. All of the people down there, and you decided to choose Dennis. She said that Dennis came up to her with a proper presentation after she was opening for Tamar or something like that. And so she decided to work with Dennis. Okay, that's a great story. She also said later on, though, that she worked with a lot of top-notch producers and her music didn't go anywhere. So I can see that. And I'm sorry, y'all. Outside of Drew being a fake-ass, lying-ass bitch, mind you, Drew is an actress. Let's not forget how she did Girl Melanie on The Game with Derwin Davis. And kept fucking with Derwin after she knew about Girl Melanie. But I digress. We not finna go back to med school. But Drew knew that Porsha would feel some type of way. And then on top of that, you thought it was okay to have a photo shoot for this girl, her company, and didn't tell her, because Porsha like, can I break the fourth wall? Or was it the fifth wall? Can I break the fourth or fifth wall? The producer was like, yup, do what the fuck you gonna do. Bye. And Porsha was like, bitch, and then you trying to set up a photo shoot with her company and don't tell me. And Drew like, yeah, I was. Ho, that is not okay. You're trying to do everything but deflect from your fucked up ass marriage. And whether or not you bumping coochies. Are you a muncher? That's what I want to know. Is Drew a munch? Because last time we checked, we thought you was fucking with Ty and you was a closet lesbian. So it is given she made her whole storyline Porsha. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Porsha stealing Fallon husband ain't got shit to do with the price of tea in China. At this juncture right here, Drew is being a fake ass bitch. And Porsha was like, you know what? You ain't nothing. What she called her? She said, you a low down, dirty, pocket poodle ass bitch. Because I stood down for you and I was helping you with your tack head ass wigs, made you an ambassador. Now you're going to try to go behind my back and have a photo shoot of my company? And you going to film with my baby daddy after he helping you with your music career? Sidebar, y'all. I like Drew's song. Do y'all like I Got 5 on It? I got 5 on it. She got a little rapper on her. And Drew smooth. She just dropped a video too. I got 5 on it. I might bump that when I go out. Exactly. Shout out to Drew. Even though Dennis is a frog-faced Jermaine Dupri lookalike child, he did a good job. From what I've heard from Drew so far, he's doing a good job at rebranding her. Shout out to Drew. Even though she got all this drama going, I really, I hope her music does well. Because like I said, she sounds good on I Got 5 on It. I liked it. Anyway, but Drew, your problem was you was putting 20 on 10. Talking about he was my angel on earth. I'm sorry. As soon as she said he was my angel on earth, I would have wrenched around her and snatched that motherfucking Peggy Bundy blonde wig off her head. And Kelli had me cracking up in the confessionals talking about some Drew sitting over there quiet and stuff. Girl, speak up. They saying you mess with her baby daddy. You don't want her to come over here with us. Kelli might be okay. Little Kim might be okay. And don't get on me. Toya the one who said you was little Kim. Not me, child, but I thought that was funny. I was like, okay, Brit, not Brit, but Kelli might be likable. I think Kelli is more likable this episode than what she was on the first episode. So that was really cute. I think in this scene we really missed Kenya confessionals. Because Kenya was over there like, now what is y'all talking about? Like, what is really going on? What is tea? I wish Kenya would have had a confessional on this episode too, because I feel like she would have gave us funny commentary. Like Cynthia was saying, that's crazy because they gave Cynthia a confessional. Anyway, so Cynthia was like, Drew is a liar. We know that bitch didn't lie. She didn't told more than 1, 2, 3 lies. I caught her sucking dick in the alley. You know all of the things. So I think this is why the whole narrative and everybody keeps saying that Drew is a liar is coming afloat. Anyway, then they go downstairs because Shamea like, this is a great story. Let's go. Sidebar, that gold dress Shamea had on. Shamea, baby. Shamea's dress is 8 down. Porsha's confessional looks 8 down. From her with the bangs, with the black and white, then switched to the red long sequin she had on. Then what was that other one? I forgot what the other one was. But Shamea in that scene, before they jumped down in the pool with the little phone party, which that was really, really cute. That gold dress with the little side thing, Shamea looked so good. And I like that orange satin dress she had on in her confessional. I don't like that Elvis her. That Elvis her remind me of that her that Porsha had when she got busted out for lying on Candy, that reunion. I don't like short hair on Shamea. But them dresses A down, Shamea. Porsha and Shamea is running away on y'all hosts with the fashion. Exactly. I wish we would have seen Kenya in a confessional. Ugh. Andy, like I said, I want to sit in on his 9-year performance evaluation at Bravo because I got some shit to say. Anyway, child. Anyway, then we get Angela. We go over Angela's house or whatever. She's married to Charles Oakley. He come out looking like Rambo. Not Rambo, but what's it? Not Ice-T, but what's the man with the with the chains on and shit? Anyway, child, he had on a bandana with like some blonde silver look spiked hair. He's crazy. He was funny to me though. I liked him. Anyway, he started complaining about waking up to the kitchen being dirty and he wanted to cook. She said he cooks and cleans and shit, which I was here for that. I was like, okay, I was on his side. First of all, I hate waking up to a dirty kitchen. I don't know how y'all was raised, but you bet not go to sleep and it's a dirty dish in that sink. Baby, let my mama come home from work and there's some dirty dishes in her sink. I'm sorry, and I'm just like that. Even when I go over other people's house, like my brothers and like best friends or something, if the kitchen dirty, I'm automatically just start cleaning the kitchen and talk to like, hurry up, let's go. Because the kitchen make the whole house dirty to me. I don't know. So I was right there with Charles. Anyway, so they started talking about Drew working with Dennis and how it's fucked up. She tells us she's a financial consultant. She has 5 properties that she's flipping. She's a self-made millionaire. So with or without Charles, she that bitch. That's what she basically told us. So shout out to Angela. I know I talk a lot of shit about them dirty dog hoes in Atlanta, but it's a lot of young black millionaires in Atlanta, a lot of successful black women in Atlanta. So I go up for that. That was real good. Anyway, so they talking or whatever. Charles like, I ain't trying to hear that shit. And she like, Angela was like, well, I feel some type of way too. If they was filming with Charles and me and him broke up, he said, man, I wouldn't be filming with none of them lame ass bitch. The kids her daughter was laughing and shit. You can tell they just be like, this motherfucker. I bet you he fun though. He the type of old man. I'd be like, you want to play some dominoes? Put some bratwurst on the grill, some chicken wings. I like older being like that. My stepdaddy was kind of like that, child, on the quiet side, but to say some crazy shit. Exactly. Rest in peace to Willie. Anyway. So then we get Kenya and Porsha. This was my favorite scene of the episode. I love this. It gave me old school Real Housewives. This is what we've been missing. Kenya and Porsha pull up. They hopping out they Rolls Royces and shit. They looking cute as a motherfucker. When I tell you Kenya in that green Gucci two-piece, I remember when this picture first came out. I reposted it on my Instagram. Baby, Kenya looks so cute in this green. It's a lime green. It's a lime green two-piece Gucci. Is it Gucci or Louis? I don't know, but the shit was so cute. And I think Portia's, I think her two pieces like Dolce and Gabbana or something. I seen a lot of other celebrities with that outfit on, like a variation of that outfit when it first came out. Porsha and Kenya was giving beautiful black Barbies, fashions, cars. I love this. And they had the little gossip at the beginning. They flashed back to like the old scene when they first got into it, and she called her Miss USA or some shit like that. And the infamous bye Ashy, exactly. I noticed they ain't showing Porsha pulled Kenya her out the roots. Y'all ain't show that shit, did you? Exactly. So I thought that was really, really cute or whatever. They started talking about the Drew shit. And she said, once again, it wasn't about her working with him. It was about her filming with my husband. And we trying to get to a certain place in our relationship. And I just don't want no bullshit. And she should have told her. She should have been straight up. They should have had a sit down face to face. Hey, girl, you want to go have lunch? You want to go have brunch? Let me tell you what the tea is. Are you okay with him working with me on this music and coming on the show? That's what it could have been, as simple as that, Drew. And y'all would have been cool. Or Porsha would have had an attitude. But at least you could have said, bitch, I sat down with you. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, they also started talking about rap. They started talking about the Rolls Royce. Kenya was like, oh, you showed up with the Rolls Royce that he said he took from you. They started talking about him scamming. She said he lied about a lot of shit that she didn't know about. Now, I know what y'all say. Porsha should have known. Porsha should have known. I've dated my fair share of Nigerian, Igbo, Yoruba. I've dated my fair share of Nigerian men, child. From Texas to Atlanta. Nigerian men do lie. They do keep shit from you. One of my biggest issues and why I really stopped dating a lot of African men was because I feel like their concept of honesty is like different. Like if they omit some things from you, they feel like it's cool because I'm a man and I'm taking care of the finances. If we in foreclosure, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's their norm because I don't feel like they feel like it's a big deal. Like even when I used to be beefing, he'd be like, it's okay, babe. No, it's not okay. But I feel like that's like a norm in their culture because maybe the men handle so much of the finances and the woman don't necessarily be in the business like that. I don't know, child. So, but I believe her. When she says she ain't know a lot of shit about the finances, I 1,000% believe her. Maybe he just wanted to keep Porsha in her happy bubble, drinking, popping her booty, and giving him some good cat. That's all he probably cared about. Anyway, child. So she said she talks about how they was getting off of a jet. They were surrounded by police. A bunch of shit was happening after the divorce. She said he had hoes at the house, pop locking and dropping it on her furniture. I said, I wonder, was this before or after she seen him out with that Hispanic Arab looking girl? Remember, it was Nene Man, Simon, and then that other girl. So I wonder, was that before or after? But if Simon, why are you clowning and you knew you had girls at the house and shit? Girl, men is crazy. That men is crazy. Exactly. So she tells us about all of that drama and stuff. I don't know if hearing about Simon the rest of the season is going to do it for me, for Porsha. Like, I don't know. Porsha, I hope you give us something else because we sick of Simon. Even listening to this, I feel like I know all of this because all of this played out on the media. Unless you go tell us something different about this whole Simon thing, I feel like we know everything about Simon from what we've seen on the internet, I guess. Anyway, so we get to Kelli. I hated that red plastic dress she had on in her little opening scene. It looked so cheap, child. And then it was like a red fur. I don't know if Kelli taste level is there. I hated that plastic dress she had on. Anyway, so we see her and her publicist, her project manager comes. They're looking at a new location for her restaurant. Mind you, her restaurant has really good reviews. Have y'all, let me know if y'all in Atlanta and y'all been to her restaurant. Anyway, I like to see this or whatever. Like I said, it's a lot of young black successful women in Atlanta. So shout out to Kelli. She does have a successful business, been doing it for a long time. We also meet Brit and Mike. Child, she said she met Mike during the pandemic or whatever. They was cool for a few months and then they got married. She said he started off as her client, I guess. I didn't hear exactly what Mike did, but we know Brit is a millionaire off of insurance. So it looked like she's her own insurance provider. I don't know, y'all. Do anybody got insurance with Brit? I guess that's the telltale sign. Who has insurance through Brit Eady? Brit Eady's company. Let us know what the tea is, child. So they're talking about having a new baby. Her mama staying there to help with the baby. She wants a new home and they trying to figure out how to do it. He seems very uninterested. He seems like, take it or leave it. Yeah, she says she go have a baby. Yeah, whatever. We don't need to rush it. He just seemed like he was, I don't know. I don't know if Brit was being fake and he was over it or he just over Brit Eady. You know who he remind me of, y'all? Don't Brit Eady husband remind y'all of Nico? Nico, Mimi ex-boyfriend? A lighter version of Nico. That's exactly who he remind me of. And I hope he ain't trying to take you through the ringers like through the ringers in the shower curtain. Like Nico did Mimi. Anyway, so that was him. Then we get to Brit and Kelli. They get together. They good girls. They good Judies. They said they walk their dog together. They both give Romy and Michelle take over the high school reunion. Y'all remember that movie? Anyway, that's what they give me. I can see them both downtown walking their little poodles, you know, with their little frou-frou clueless outfits on or whatever. They go hand in hand. I wonder why they end up falling out. That's what I want to know. I want to know why they end up falling out. Anyway, I noticed Brit had them ponytails. Is that what Toya was talking? In that scene, it was giving Nicki Minaj and Little Kim. Now, I don't know why there's shade to Nicki Minaj, and y'all know I'm not the biggest fan of Nicki Minaj, because Nicki Minaj ain't had no face work done. I think that, I don't know, Brit Eady is pretty though, like Nicki Minaj. If Brit Eady did have some face work done, she's still cute. She's still a cute girl to me. Anyway, so they're talking about if Brit Eady is finally gonna have her wedding because she didn't have a ceremony or anything during the pandemic. They started talking about the Porsha thing. Brit was, not Brit, Kelli was saying how she wished that she would have finished, you know, like Porsha would have finished answering the question about why she's still that girl husband. Kelli, you pressed, ain't you? You're pressed like a panini. Exactly. I think Kelli, because she has a decent personality anyway, I think she should lay back on the Porsha stuff. Lay back on the Porsha stuff and just rely on your own entrance. And I feel like that'll do it for you. Because if you keep pressing Porsha and then she go in on you, the people gonna feel like you thirsty and they're not gonna like you. And I feel like just off her little commentary, Kelli could just be a likable person on her own. You don't need to press Porsha, you know, for the camera time. Anyway, girl, and then Brit mentioned the whole thing. She thought that Porsha was doing too much too. And then they do a flashback of the Kenya thing because she feels some type of way about Kenya asking about her ring. And she was like, I guess so when Kenya was asking her about the ring, she was like, oh, this the anniversary of the first ring, or some shading her about marriage. And then Brit was like, you need to worry about your divorce and da-da-da-da. Granted, Kenya, now don't be talking about her marriage and you ain't last that long with Mark Daly and you still going through a divorce with him. So you can't really shade the girls. But Brit, I think you grasping for straws, girl. Kenya not worried about you? If she was really worried about you, Kenya would have shaded you after that. Kenya is not worried about you, ho. Why is two plug fat? I'm not. Why are the Botox Barbies sitting up there talking about Porsha and Kenya and they not concerned about you? This is why Bravo need their ass whooped, because I would have loved a full season of Kenya and Porsha tag teaming the new girlies. Because y'all not going to come in and come for us when we was trying to be nice to you. Now, we could show y'all why we really the hottest peaches. Why we really some legends in this Real Housewives game. They should have gave Kenya her confessionals. Because Kenya would have seen, because you know they filmed the confessionals after the season. Or most of the season. So if Kenya would have seen all of this little side shit that Brit was talking, imagine Kenya in these confessionals going in on typeface. Girl, I guess. So anyway, then we get to the gym. Oh no. Kelli starts telling Brit about the ex-husband. She said that it was like crazy. He stole $500,000 from her, fucked up the business. He don't pay no child support. She said she used to have to like call the police, sleep in the closet. Shit got crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy. I wonder did he have money before she started messing with him? Girl, anyway. So Kelli was talking about basically she ain't got no help. Now at the end she gonna say, yeah, because I had to take my school, because I be having to take my kids to school every day. I need a break. I was like, I don't know how the real mother is going to feel about that, bitch. You need a break from taking your kids to school every day? Like, I'm sorry. That's, girl, I guess, child. Tell me what y'all think about Kelli and her whole situation. I hope they develop Kelli more. I'm not mad at Kelli. I'm mad at her lips, but I'm not mad at Kelli. Anyway, so then we get to this gym scene. The gym scene, we see Drew there. She's there with her trainer, Sanchez. Shout out to Sanchez. I wanted Sanchez to be my trainer. I think his name is Mr. Health and Wealth on Instagram. As soon as I seen him, I was like, okay. He is really, really funny on Instagram, and you can tell he gets real results. My girlfriend used to go to him or whatever in Atlanta, and she lost a lot of weight. She looked good. So shout out to Sanchez. That was cute. So then Angela and then Shamea finally show up. They work out and stuff. Before then, Angela asks her, like, why did you choose Dennis? And then Porsha explains, I worked with some of the other producers. They didn't really do nothing for me. He was advocating. She said that Dennis was advocating for her and Ralph to get together, which Dennis does say that later on when he meets with Porsha or whatever. And she was basically like, girl, Ralph, she said, Ralph, our divorce is hell. She started crying. She said he want money. He want alimony. He want child support. Who that sound like? It sound like Martell, Cordavius, Rotel, bald head, hoe ass Holt. That's why they friends. It's given that's why they friends. And they get together to plot to get some money from their ex-wife because they some broke ass niggas. Girl, poor Drew, exactly. So she said she just doing this to try to keep herself afloat and have some money for her kids. I was like, okay, I get that. So maybe Drew's intentions are good. She just went about it like a fake ass bitch from hell. Or maybe she feel like she know that Porsha is unreasonable and a brat. And I love Porsha. I love Player P, but we know that's how she is. So maybe Drew just felt like, hey, I'm not going to really get into it because I don't want Porsha to stop my bag. I mean, but just say that, Drew. Why you laying, girl? I don't know. So anyway, they do a little workout, a little 1-2. Then they start talking about the whole situation with Porsha and stuff. Then basically Angela calls. She was like, it looks like you was the one asking the questions, talking to Shamea. It looked like you was the one asking some questions and stuff, and you were you Porsha's assistant. You her lapdog. Shamea was like, no, bitch, that is exactly not what it was given. Da 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 da. And then Drew is in her confessional. Like, if you look up lapdog in the damn dictionary, you see Shamea. And Shamea, I'm right with Shamea. Drew, don't ever try to come for me, bitch. Don't try to come for me, because when Porsha was in your motherfucking face calling you a low down, dirty ass, poodle face bitch, you ain't have nothing to say. So I would have been like, shut that mouth. Exactly. I would have been like, shut that mouth, bitch. I didn't like how Drew and Angela low-key was trying to gang up on Shamea when really your beef is with Porsha and y'all didn't have that energy in Porsha's face. Angela, if you felt some type of way, why you ain't step up and say nothing? It was given Angela wanted a moment, because I think she said something like, You ain't go hush me up or something like that. It's giving you wanted your shine time. Maybe you feel some type of way because Shamea is the breakout star and you're a newbie too and you want to make your mark. It's giving all the new girls are trying to make their mark. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, because it's a lot of hype around the season. I don't know, child. Tell me what y'all thought about that though. I thought they was kind of being some fake ass bitches towards Shamea. Anyway, so in this last scene, we get Porsha and Dennis. So of course she started asking about Drew or whatever. He said that he resonates with Drew. She was like, she's getting a divorce from my friend, talking about Ralph. He talked to Ralph and got Ralph's approval to work with Drew. So Dennis did it the right way. Dennis had enough sense, because he has a relationship with Ralph, to get with Ralph man to man, come together and agree this is okay. That's exactly what Drew should have did. Regardless of this is Porsha's karma, da 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 da. We talking about a whole new set. Just because Porsha was being a fake ass bitch in the past, don't give Drew the right to be a fake ass bitch to Porsha, because guess what? Porsha was only nice to Drew. Regardless of the reasons, whenever y'all get through and whatever y'all talking about, friend. Exactly. Anyway, so he was like, yeah, she going through a divorce. He was like, and I feel her. He was like, you should resonate with that. You going through about 16 marriages and divorces. So he started shading Porsha once again. Dennis can get Porsha together. I feel like he said he'll never touch Drew. He said, you think I'm messing with Drew? And he was like, I never touched Drew. Drew knows that. When he said Drew knows that, that made me think, why would Drew know that unless Drew was trying to be a little extra with you? Or, because Drew, the way Drew talks, it is giving more than just a working relationship. Oh, he's my angel. Da, da, da. Like, do you have a savior complex? When you going through some shit or a breakup or something, and that man is really there for you and helping you out of the situation that this other man put you through. So I wonder, was there ever a moment when Drew was like liking on Dennis and he had to tell her, I never touch her? Because if he said he'll never touch Drew, he said, and I told her that. And he said Drew knows that. Why would Drew know that unless you had to tell her that? And I told y'all in his comments, when somebody said, are you messing with Drew? Dennis commented back and added Drew and said, Drew, come clear this up. Drew never commented, because I went back the next day. When he tagged Allison, I looked at the other post in the comment again, and Drew never responded and cleared it up. And I'm sorry, we know Drew sneaky. Did Drew ever tell us whether or not she was messing with Ty? Because that's what Candy said. Allegedly. I don't know, child. So he said he'll never touch Drew. Porsha keeps saying she's saying something different. Porsha, she ain't saying nothing different, poo-poo. She said she wasn't messing with Drew. She said she wasn't messing with Dennis. Now, she was putting 20 on 10, trying to act like it was more than just a business relationship. That's how I feel. I damn sure feel like that. I feel like Drew just doing that to, get extra camera time or try to get a rise out of Porsha, because she know how Porsha is and she need a moment. Anyway, Porsha gets all dramatic. She started crying. She like, I don't want no drama. This gonna determine how things go with your daughter. Porsha, I love me some Porsha, child. Y'all know I go up for Porsha. But Porsha, baby, you doing too much. He said he wasn't fucking with the girl. He said the only reason he agreed to film is so she could promote the album. Now, I get that. If he's working, helping this girl rebuild her career, he wants a return on his investment. And his investment is putting out this music with Drew. So, of course, on the new season of Housewives, Dennis, she's like, oh, because I know you want to be on film, you want to be on camera. I don't even know if it's about him trying to be on camera or whatever. He just wants the music to succeed because he didn't put all of his time and energy and money into it. You know how much money it costs to record an album? Studio time, press kits, fucking outfit, wardrobe, production for the music video. And it takes a very long time to record music. She said they had like 30 songs. I'm sure they've been doing this for at least a year. And this just on the short side. So I think it's kind of unreasonable for Porsha not to want them to film that together, and they've been working on this project for a long time. Because essentially, if Dennis blows up as a music mogul or a music producer, that's just extra money that you got in your pocket, which you need because Simon is a detainee. Okay, Porsha, I'm gonna need you to get it together, poo-poo. Exactly. And then a lot of people was talking about, Porsha was like, I ain't got no loyalty. You was getting ready to skull drag his mama in the islands a few years ago, child. It's a blessing that he ain't knocking your head in between the washer and dryer, Porsha. Now, you taking this shit rather far, but I don't like, but this is my whole thing. And then I seen a lot of people in the comments like, Porsha just want to control everything and da-da-da-da-da. So, if Porsha want to control her baby daddy, and apparently he go allow her to, that's why he added Allison and said, lay up off my baby mama or I'm going to push this album back. If Porsha want to control Dennis, so what? She had Simon, she did him dirty, she was going to knock his mama head up against the fucking coconut tree. I don't care. Knock his mama head up against the coconut tree. But let's not forget, child. Dennis cheated on Porsha when she was pregnant. And then when they tried to get back together, he hired the same bitch that he cheated on her with when she was pregnant at his club. And her friend caught him. So Porsha was embarrassed once again. I apologize. Whatever she want to do to Dennis, let Porsha do it to Dennis. Dennis ain't got no problem with it. Everybody on the internet, and she can't accept no loyalty from Dennis, and she trying to control Dennis. She got so his bald-headed ass like being controlled. Exactly. Porsha got some grade A coochie. Exactly, because she done knocked your mama head up against the coconut tree. Her and her cousins went upside your motherfucking head. She told you don't film with this bitch. She doing all of the things, had Simon in your face, and guess where Dennis is? On the internet defending Porsha, saying not too much on my baby mama. Y'all be mad. Let that girl control her baby daddy. He cheated on her while she was pregnant. Girl, please. Exactly. Anyway, that was the end of the episode. I love this episode. Tell me what y'all thinking about Real Housewives of Atlanta so far. I would give this an A+, an 8+ if I'm doing numbers. We could do numbers today. I felt like this was fresh. To me, this was fresh. It wasn't as stale as last season. The new girls give me new shit. I'm here for it. And I like the mixture with Porsha and Kenya. I like this cast. It's not giving how everybody said it gave Love and Hip Hop. I don't think this episode gave me Love and Hip Hop. This very much gave me Housewives. And I was here for it. I like this new cast, and I think I'm going to like this season. I hope we do. On the next episode, we're going to see Angela and Shamea get into it. All I know is on the clip, Shamea said, with that 99 nose. And then Angela said, okay, Flavor Flav. Not you call Shamea Flavor Flav. Shamea ain't never been ugly now. And I don't think she wear clocks. So why are you calling her Flavor Flav? Are you trying to say she black as hell? Okay, Angela, don't get that colorist jacket, girl, because it's going to be hard for you to come back from that. I'm trying to tell you, the fans, they don't forgive that colorist shit. You see where Erica Mena at on Tubi and Instagram complaining about Safari, I guess. Anyway, friends, so that's all I really got for Love and Hip Hop. For Real Housewives of Atlanta, exactly. I got like a few more minutes, child. I got a few more minutes. Should I talk about this? I ain't gonna talk about this Love and Marriage Huntsville shit in this in this video. I'm gonna make a separate video. We'll talk about a little Love and Marriage Huntsville shit, and that's what this is. So tell me what y'all thought about the episode. Was Porsha wrong? Is she controlling? Was Drew a fake ass bitch? Was Angela and Drew trying to low-key team up on Shamea? Do Brit Eady husband look like Nico? Maybe ex-boyfriend. Exactly. We'll see on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Anyway, friend, love you. Make sure you comment. You know I comment on all of my videos. And I'll talk to you later. Bye, girl.